How are you? Students, I hope you all are fine and enjoying your studies. Students, today's chapter is chapter number 3, The Delhi Sultans of class 7th history book. Student, in this chapter, we will discuss about the Delhi rulers and sultans and their administration and their architecture and the expansion of Delhi Empire from garrison town to empire. So student, now we will start our chapter. Let's start. Students, you see here a king sitting on throne. He is a ruler. Nowadays, our PM, Shri Narendra Modi ji, is rule our country. So, I hope you will understand the ruler. In chapter 2, we saw that regions like the Kaveri Delta became the center of large kingdoms. Did you notice that there was no mention of a kingdom with Delhi as its capital? That was because Delhi became an important city only in the 12th century. Take a look at table 1. Delhi first became the capital of a kingdom under the Tomar Rajputs, who were defeated in the middle of the 12th century by the Chauhanas, also referred to as Chahmanas of Ajmer. It was under the Tomars and Chauhans that Delhi became an important commercial center. Many rich Jain merchants lived in the city and constructed several temples. Coins minted here called Dehliwal had a wide circulation. The transformation of Delhi into a capital that controlled vast areas of the subcontinent started with the foundation of the Delhi Sultan in the beginning of the 13th century. Take a look at table 1 again and identify the 5 dynasties that together made the Delhi Sultan. So student, in this table, here we see the different dynasty and their successors. First, we see here Rajput dynasties. In Rajput, Tomars were ruled first, early 12th century to 1165, in which Anangpal was ruled 1130 to 1145. After Tomars, Chauhans were ruled Delhi in 1165 to 1192. Prithviraj Chauhan was famous ruler of Chauhan's dynasty. He ruled 1175 to 1195. After Rajputs, early Turkish rulers ruled Delhi in 1206 to 1290. The first was Qutbuddin Aibak, 1206 to 1210. After him, Shamsuddin Iltutmish was ruled Delhi in 1210 to 1236. After Razia, she ruled Delhi 1236 to 1240. Then Ghiyasuddin Balban 1266 to 1287. After Turkish ruler, Khalji dynasty was ruled Delhi. They ruled 1290 to 1320. Their famous ruler Jalaluddin Khalji ruled 1290 to 1296 and Alauddin Khalji was ruled 1296 to 1316. After Khalji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty was ruled Delhi between 1320 to 1414. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq 1320 to 1324. Muhammad Tughlaq 1324 to 1351. Firoz Shah Tughlaq 1351 to 1388. All ruled Delhi. After Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty was ruled Delhi in between 1414 to 1451. Khijr Khan was famous ruler of this dynasty. He ruled 1414 to 1421. After Sayyid dynasty, Lodi dynasty ruled Delhi. 1451 to 1526. Behlol Lodi was famous ruler of Lodi dynasty. He ruled 1451 to 1489. So students, the Delhi Sultan built many cities in the area that we now know as Delhi. Look at map 1 and locate Delhi as Kuhana, Siri and Jahanpana. So students, our next topic is finding out about the Delhi Sultans. Here you see some pictures. In these pictures, 4 stages in the making of manuscript was described. Picture A, preparing the paper. Picture B, writing the text. In picture C, melting gold to highlight important words and passages. Number 4, preparing the binding. So students, although inscriptions, coins and architecture provides a lot of information, especially valuable are histories. Tariq singular, Tuwarik plural, written in Persian, the language of administration under the Delhi Sultan. The author of Tuwarik were learned men, secretaries, administrators, poets and courtiers who both recounted events and advised ruler on governance, emphasizing the importance of just rule. So students, here we discuss the circle of justice. Fakir-e-Mudabbir wrote in the 13th century that a king cannot survive without soldiers and soldiers cannot live without salaries. Salaries come from the revenue collected from peasants, but peasants can pay revenue only when they are prosperous and happy. This happens when the king promotes justice and honest governance. Do you think the circle of justice is an appropriate term to describe the relationship between the king and his subject? I think this is correct. This is an appropriate description. Keep the following additional details in mind. Number 1. The authors of Tuwarik lived in cities, mainly Delhi, and hardly ever in villages. Number 2. They often wrote their histories for sultans in the hope of rich reward. Number 3. These authors advised ruler on the need to preserve an ideal social order based on birthright and gender distinctions. Their ideas were not shared by everybody. Students, here we see 2 words, birthright and gender distinction. Birthright is privileges claimed on account of birth. For example, people believed that nobles inherited their right to govern because they were born in certain families. And gender distinction is social and biological differences between women and men. Usually, these differences are used to argue that men are superior to women. In 1236, Sultan Iltutmish's daughter Razia became Sultan. The chronicler of the age, Minhaj-i-Siraj, recognized that she was more able and qualified than all her brothers, but he was not comfortable at having a queen as ruler, nor were the nobles happy at her attempts to rule independently. She was removed from the throne in 1204. So students, now we will discuss our next topic, from garrison towns to empire, the expansion of Delhi Sultan. Students, look at this map. Map 2. Major cities captured by